Hello everybody, welcome back to Alchemy Gaming. Today we're working on Railway Empire 2, Steel Dragons DLC, and we're working on a Bicycles and Fireworks episode 4. So the last time, if you look in our tasks here, we did attracting attention. Right now it's September 10th, 1901. So they want us to do one of these two things. We either need to, by July, well they're both July 1904, gain access to the Shandong region, which is to the left, or we need to gain access to the Gansu region. Shandong, they reward us in cash, and the Gansu region rewards us in research points. It looks like these guys might be a little bit tougher because there's a couple mountains there. And then if we look over here, this looks like the easier one for sure. It's all flat. I think maybe we'll go with this one.
If we want to win over the Long family, we should show them how useful our services could potentially be for their businesses. They deal in luxury goods, so let us show them how quickly we can supply a city with a wide range of goods.
Okay, so let's go back in. Make 7 different goods available in Jinan at the same time. We have 3, and that's by July 1905. So let's look into Jinan. It's got 20,000 people. They need rice, they need bamboo, they need sugar, they need meat, they need hemp. Let's go express, and we'll hook up our express line. And we have our line laid out for our express line from Tianjin to Jinan. So we got our 2 PO Pacifics with our 2 wagons, and we're going to confirm that, and now we can start working on our freight station. We have everything laid out. We're just going to start from bottom to top. Sugar, we're going to command off line 1. It's going to run full. We're going to bring it on a Dubusque freight, confirm that, and then here we're going to bring in the poultry, eggs, and whatnot, and I think we'll just stick with the Dubusque. We won't bother putting a refrigerated car on it. They were getting these automatically, but I don't trust that it's going to stay that way. Then Shen Station is going to come in off line 4, running full, same thing, Dubusque freight, and then we're going to go Tianjin to Jinan freight, so Tianjin can bring in mostly the meat is what I'm really worried about. Let's go freight, and then last but not least, we have our Sioux stop line. We need both of these things, rice and hemp, so we're going to Dubusque automatic freight, let that run for a second, add another one, and in fact I'd say we add a third one. So that should give us our 7 things once they start coming in, because we have our rice, we have our sugar, our bamboo, our meat. That would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hemp would be 7, and then we still have the manure that's coming in, which would give us 8. Well, we're waiting for Jinan to get those 7 things. I noticed there was a connection bonus from the bamboo here, so we're going to bring this into Yulin. We'll run it full, put a Dubusque on it. There we go. That's fine. Could we buy that maybe? 406. Sure, let's buy that. Why not? We'll make some profit off it, and we're gonna get 336 anyways for that. Now, means we're right here. Is Yulin getting sugar? Yes, they are. Okay, because I was just thinking the sugar was right there. Are they getting grain? No, they're not. But I think grain's really close, isn't it? It's actually not. Could bring in some grain from this Yang station. I took a quick peek, and another nearby city didn't have the bamboo, so I figured why not bring it in? So we're gonna lay a train down there. Let's take a quick look into Jinan. Do we have anything being loaded up? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 things are being loaded up now. Oh, they chose to send the hemp instead of the rice. That will give us the 7 out of 7 once it comes in, of course. We're going to bring in some rice into our Shijiazhuang freight. We'll go in there. I had it all set up, but I lost it again. They're running full. We'll see how many days it's going to take. 34.6 days. And then let's go in and maybe start another one.
Jinan. Marco Polo praised the city of springs for its beauty. It is also one of the oldest and most culturally rich cities in China. Transporting such a variety of goods here was a good idea. The head of the Long household has already inquired about us. It seems that he wants us to produce and transport luxury foodstuffs for his own business. In exchange, he will let us have a part of his proceeds. That alone will probably enable us to maintain and run our rail network for a few decades.
Okay, so we did the first part of that. I guess it's called Path of the Wealthy. So we have our 7 goods available at the same time. So now it is September 25th, 1901. By December 1905, we need to produce 3 loads of liquor per week via our factories and businesses. So we need to either buy or start one. Then by July 1906, deliver 20 loads of liquor to Peking. And then by December 1907, deliver 16 loads of confectionery to Peking. Zhangjiakou Zhangjiakou has an open industry slot. That's a possibility. Shijiazhuang, they do have a distillery, and we could buy it for 2.3 million. Now, can we get a bond? Oh, we can. Look at this. Okay, let's take this top one here. Let's buy this distillery, and we'll upgrade it a little bit here. So that'll give us 1.6. They want 3 per week. So we're going to have to grow Shijiazhuang, which we kind of did put a few things in there. Let's just take a quick look. So we do have 13 rice coming in, so that'll be fine. Meat, I think we have meat coming from Tianjin, I believe. What we could do is look into our meat situation. We could buy that maybe. Yeah, let's buy the meat. Let's bump it up a level. Then on the other hand, we need a confectionery to Peking. Nobody's doing confectionery as far as I know. Probably Zhangjiakou would be a good one for that. Confectionery, it needs rice and it needs sugar. Okay, we got sugar right there. Rice is way over here. That's a little far, but there's really not much we can do about that. We do have a decent amount of rice available, and it's making 20.8. It's got tons of manure in there. I say we put that in here. So let's go candy factory. I think we can stick it right here, and let's go ahead and just bump it up right from the get-go. It's going to need to bring in probably more sugar. We could bring this down, loop it around, bring it in the Zhangjiakou, because I doubt they're gonna get enough sugar on their own. And then we definitely need to come over here and get this rice. We have our rice lined up and ready to go, so we're gonna bring in the Zhangjiakou freight. We're gonna go with the Dubusque, and we'll go 1, then we'll let that run a bit, do another 1, and then because I want it to do really good, I'm gonna come in and do a 3rd one. Sugar will soon be on the way with this new line. We're going to put 1, and then we'll put a 2nd one in. Now we want Zhangjiakou to keep growing. It looks like their grain's not coming in. I think everyone's struggling with the grain for some reason, so we're going to bring in another line of grain, put it right there. We'll run this for a second, add a 2nd one in, and that should help them with that. Now we do need to upgrade this. We're going to need more than 31. In fact, let's go to level 3. Now back over the Zhangjiakou. It's got tons of rice coming in, so that'll be 100 soon. It needs paper and it needs packaged tea. So as far as paper, I know Baotao had some. Oh, we can put an immigration office in here. We will upgrade this paper mill. That's all we can do till we hit 40. Let's look and see if we're getting enough bamboo. We got 14. I think we're doing okay. If we would do Baotao freight over to Zhangjiakou freight, we could bring in some paper. Let's not bring any of this back. In fact, we could leave it on automatic and potentially bring mail over. That's totally fine. Now down to Shijiazhuang, we have rice coming in. We need meat to come in. So that's our issue here. Tianjin can make meat. Okay, they got some poultry, I suppose, but maybe not quite enough. Let's see. Are we bringing any from here? I believe we did have some from here. 1 there, 1 there. Let's add another one, and let's really rock out this poultry. We want to get as much poultry as we can. We could buy that, but I don't think we will. In fact, let's go ahead and add another train here. So that should give us tons of poultry coming in the Tianjin, and they will definitely send that over the Shijiazhuang. I'm pretty sure they have a run between them, but let's add a 2nd one. That way, surely between the 2 of them, we'll get that up and running. There's really not much else we can do with that specifically. We need to deliver loads of confectionery to Peking. We need to deliver loads of liquor to Peking. Basically, we just have to grow these 2 cities. As far as confectionery, this should be available almost immediately. We could do a run in the Peking, and we'll do the Busquet. We will put the confectionery as a priority, and we'll run that. So as soon as they start pumping out confectionery, we can start shipping them over. Probably this one will go, and no doubt that porcelain will go as well. We have lots of sugar now. We have a pretty decent amount of rice, and we can't really do much more till we bump this up. We could bring in packaged tea and paper. If I look, packaged tea is being made in Huzhong. I could probably put a freight station here and ship that out to Zhangjiakou, and I'm not sure, is the other place asking for it? I don't think it is. Yeah, it won't till it hits 40, so it's a little bit away from that, but we could definitely bring it into Zhangjiakou. Time to hook up our tea leaves. So we bought it and we did upgrade it a little bit. We're gonna bring it in full and a Dubusque to Wuzhong freight. Let that run for a second. We'll bring in a 2nd one. That should be more than enough. And then we're gonna put a train from Wuzhong freight way over the Zhangjiakou freight, and we'll leave that be just freight. We won't do automatic. So the other thing we want to check into is see see how much paper we have. We have 13 paper, so that's pretty good. Once we hit 20,000, we can actually upgrade the tea industry, but we should buy it first. If we don't, we'll never be able to upgrade it. We might want to build up Wuzong to get that rolling. Maybe Wuzong is missing grain, as everyone seems to be. Bamboo, sugar are kind of like their main things. So we got grain is way up here. Bamboo's up here. Not too far away, really. And then sugar. Where's our sugar? Okay, sugar is way over here. Maybe we could just run those in straight up. We'll bring in bamboo first to Wuzong Freight. Bring in off line 2, run it full. And it's going to be a Debusque 16 days. Let's confirm. But you know what? Because we need extra bamboo, let's bring in 2. Then we're going to bring in our grain. We're going to do the same thing. Line 2, Dubusque. It's going to be 21 days. Let's go ahead and bring 2 in. We want to make sure we keep that running well. And then we're going to bring in our sugar, which has come from quite far away, really. Busque for that. That's going to be 38 days. So that's a no-brainer. We need at least 2 of them. And so that should get us everything we need for our basic items, I believe. I decided while we're waiting for other cities to expand, we did this little Yao warehouse. We're going to go in here and off line 1, we're going to run a full Dubusque up to Datong Freight, and we'll put that there. We'll let this run, and we'll put a second one down. It's not going to hurt anything. And then we'll do the same idea. Yao warehouse, the Yinshuan Freight. We'll make sure it's off line 2, running full. Dubusque for that as well. Same thing. We'll give it a second, 2. And then we're going to bring it down to Yulin Freight. Run that full off line 3. Dubusque, you know the drill. Add another one. And that should be good. These 3 cities will be a nice little cluster here. So now we got to start bringing in things that we need. I think we have it all figured out here. But let's see. We'll take our sugar. Is going to come in here. We're going to bring that in full from our last line. Number 6. Busque. Going to be 32 days. So we definitely are going to need more than 1 train. In fact, I'd say we should go 3, honestly. Then the next thing we're going to do is get our grain. We'll run that in full. The Busque. That's going to be 19 days. We'll go ahead and put 2 trains on that. In fact, I'd say we could probably go 3 on that too. Then we're going to bring in our bamboo to our warehouse from Shen Station, number 5. We'll put that on a Dubusque. That's going to be 23 days. So we'll easily go and do 3 of those as well. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to bring in our hemp. One of them, it's going to be 9.8 days. Let's just put another one on. Why not? Then we're going to have to bring in this rice, which is way over here. So we're kind of coming backwards. This will be a Dubusque as well. It's going to be 20 days. Let's go ahead and make that 2. And then let's click on this guy and make it 3. Here we are with our grain coming in the Shijiazhuang Freight. It's going to come in 9.5 days. I think we'll just leave 1 on that. Should be enough. I realized I didn't have a run bringing in my liquor to Peking, which I do need that. So we're going to do it right now. Put a Dubusque on that. And see, they wanted us to deliver 20 loads of liquor to Peking. So obviously we need trains lined up to do so. And in fact, I think we'll go ahead and do a second one. And then the more liquor I can get out, the better. Hopefully it doesn't ship too much to other cities because I don't want to have that problem. And we have some research available. We're going to take steam ejector, which will reduce the price of locomotives by an additional 5%. We finally grew to over 20,000 in Wuzong. We're going to put our packaged tea factory up to level 2. That'll help a little bit so we can ship out more tea to Zhangjiakou and Peking. As far as Zhangjiakou, we're at 48 double growth. Okay, so it's starting to really look a little bit better. We do need cloth. Let's take a gander and see who's got cloth. I feel like I should know this by now, but Jinan, they have cloth. They have a decent amount too. Let's see. Can we bring a train up the Zhangjiakou Freight somehow? Let's look into making it better and then we'll put the train down. We now have our line from Jinan Freight. We did a little workaround here. So it's going to come in 32 days. It'll bring cloth up. I think maybe we'll do another train. It's not going to hurt anything. That can maybe bring Zhangjiakou some more cloth. Can't really upgrade the candy factory till we get 60,000. As far as our rice and our sugar, rice we got tons, sugar we got tons. We're sitting really good on that. We do need more noodles. The noodles in Peking are really not doing good at all. But the buy side is 16 million. See, like we have grain, we have rice, eggs maybe could use a little help. It's a little random, but I hadn't even noticed that Chifang wasn't getting the Peking or Tianjin. So I just did a really expensive line here. We're going to put 4 trains on that, leave it completely express with our 2 wagons, and we'll let it run just for a second. And I just want to see if it gets to Tianjin. I believe it should be able to. Yeah, it can. Okay, perfect. If you look at Shijiazhuang, we need to get this expanded so it's making 3. And we're at 27,000. We have quite a ways to go. What I think we'll do is we'll sort of cheat a bit, I guess. We'll put a liquor factory or distillery down in Baotao as soon as we get the money, of course. And then we'll just upgrade it. It's going to be sort of a big waste of money, but that's probably the best way of getting up to that number we need to get to, because otherwise we're going to be killing a lot of time just waiting for our cities to grow. We have them set up good. It's just takes time, that's all. So we'll put this down here, and as soon as we can upgrade that will get us up to 1.6, which will get us to our 3. As far as our other things, we're at 15 of 20 on our loads of liquor the Peking, so that's coming along well. And then our confectionery is 9 of 16.
Nothing beats authentic Chinese baijiu, potent white liquor made from fermented sorghum, rich and aromatic. Have you tried it? It's unlike anything else in the world.
So that's our 3 loads of liquor per week via factories and businesses.
It's not just me. Our baijiu sales are off the charts. Master Long is very pleased.
Okay, so we have our 20 loads of liquor now. And here we are coming in with our last load of confectionery products, or candies, I guess, waiting to get into our station. One thing that happened, though, that maybe it's happened to you too, is I had my express lines, I had them still in automatic, and for some reason that was like blocking my freight line from bringing in confectionery, which I don't totally understand how that could be. Like, you would think even if that brings a couple confectionery in, why would the freight line not bring a bunch in? Because it was showing 0 or 1, even though they wanted 1.4 a week. It just didn't make any sense. But as soon as I put my express lines to fully express, took off the automatic, boom, it started loading up my freight train. So if that ever happens to you, maybe something to look into, and that could be possibly what might be causing your issue. We'll just speed this along a second.
These sweets are very high quality, especially the Tongyang are very well made, so soft and sweet. They remind me of my childhood. The patriarch is completely blown away by our work. He has even invited us to a great celebration to honor our cooperation. Only problem is he is lacking the fireworks for it. Maybe we could help out a little? I know that shouldn't be our job, but better to light a candle than to curse the darkness, right? Let's see if we can't get some fireworks produced.
Okay, wonderful. So now we see where the fireworks come in. If we just back out here, Chifang is at 79 and growing. Zhangjiakou is at just under 90. Peking is at 144 and growing. Tianjin's at 59 and growing. Shijiazhuang is at 29, double growth. Zhangjiakou almost 58, double growth. Jinan 27 and growth. Yulin's 23 and growth. Yinshan's 37 and growth. Datong 15 and growth. Yuan Cab 68 and growth. Baotao is 44, double growth. We could probably get rid of this maybe and possibly put something else there. And Wuzhong is at double growth in 24. So all my cities are growing. It's just a matter they might be missing the odd thing here or there. If you like that video, like, comment, subscribe. Come back and watch another great video of Viking Me Gaming.